Hello everybody, Calamity here, and today's video we're going to be taking a look at an Ana in Plat 1. Yes, Plat 1, sorry, I'm looking at your post. From the Overwatch subreddit University, I'm picking your game because I noticed your post was, at the time of recording, it was written 7 hours ago, and I see you haven't gotten any comments. That's what I try to look for when picking a VOD to review. So let's read your post first, and then we'll head into your game. So your name is Moody Blues. You're in Plat 1. This is Blizzard World. Yep, I have your replay right here, and you're on console. And your context is, excuse the horrible aim for sleeps. That's okay. You ended in Diamond 1 last season, but this season I feel like I'm struggling a lot, mostly on positioning. I can't have both enemies and allies in my line of sight, or I play it super safe and I let my teammates die. Also, please don't be too harsh. I haven't done a VOD before because I would hate someone judging me, but I want to improve. I mean, that's fine. I don't think I'm overly harsh on the people that I critique, but if I am, let me know. But so first of all, you say that you were Diamond 1 and now you're struggling to get back into Diamond because you're in Plat 1. First of all, don't feel bad about this at all because everybody is struggling this season. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. Most people are struggling this season for multiple reasons. One, they introduced 5 new heroes that were available immediately into competitive modes. That's Onrun, Cat, Domina, Emre, and what's the other hero? Mizuki. Cat was super OP powerful on release. They're in a better spot now after 2 patches worth of nerfs. Domina, also still another character that was very powerful on release, also got nerfed a bunch. So it's been a very crazy, chaotic season. But not only that, there has been a huge influx of new players because of the popularity of the update. This is sort of like a soft reboot of the game, so to speak, right? We're not Overwatch 2 anymore. It's Overwatch and like all these new heroes, focus on the story, all this new stuff and balance changes and everything. It's been all over the place. So it's a very chaotic season. And it's been very difficult for a lot of us to climb because even myself, I like queue into a game and I'm still getting people that are doing like their placements and they're like brand new to the game and like, oh, I came over from Marvel Rivals and here I am in Overwatch because I want to check out the heroes, and just like a lot of stories like that. And honestly, it's gonna probably happen again once the new heroes come out later on this year. Anywho, sorry for the little bit of a rant. I tend to do that in these videos, but let's go ahead and begin your game. So we're looking for Moody Blues. There you are. And funny enough, I wonder if this name is a JoJo reference. It's a JoJo reference based. So we're on Blizzard World. So first of all, just before we even start, I hate this map. I absolutely hate this map. I don't know if you picked it or you prefer this map, but I absolutely hate it, especially this first choke point here. One of the most annoying choke points to get through in the game. A lot of people pick this map and then we're just stuck here for 4 minutes and it's not fun for me as a support. If you do find yourself stuck in this choke point for a long time and nothing is happening, it's gonna fall onto your shoulders to try to get a pick. Either try to angle yourself to find someone that you can get on the high ground, or maybe like this way, or more riskier, you go on a flank angle yourself and just start popping away this way because you have a med kit to work with here. You have your anti-nade, you got your sleep dart. Something isn't happening, you got to make it happen yourself. Okay, that is just feature reference stuff. Anywho, let's see how the game goes.
I'm here. Keep fighting.
Fine. Also fine. Yep.
Reloading.
Yeah, that soldier's gotta wait. The anti's fine.
I won't let you fall.
Okay, yep. We're healing. This is what I'm talking about right here. You see how you guys are just stuck and nothing is getting done. Like, you as a support, it's like, yeah, I have to keep healing these guys because they're constantly in critical. Every time I look away for even half a second, they're taking damage and they're taking massive AoE damage right now. Your Winston, however, has the right idea, at least. Finally, it took 45 seconds almost. for someone to go on the flank. Now, you as a support could also go on the flank with the Winston now. If you notice he left, because you could just let your Life Weaver heal these guys. It's fine. Like, it might not look fine, but it's not going to get any better with you and Life Weaver here doing nothing. Like, your Winston is the only one being proactive with the play, and I personally would follow the Winston to help him. Maybe secure a kill. If he gets pushed on, you can help him there. Like, this is fine and all, but let the Life Weaver do this. Hey, as soon as you see your teammates are fine. I see you noticed someone was behind you. Good ears. But as soon as you notice that your teammates are fine, damage. Who can I damage? Immediately. But you did notice someone behind you, so I'll give you credit for that. Yeah, if Nano, I would look to Nano the Winston, because you should maybe have noticed that, hey, he's not here, and he's probably in the back line and could use more help. Nice try on the sleep. Oh, he's dead there. The Nano scener on the Winston would have been nice, but you were also distracted by the Venture, so it's not really your fault. But I do think I would have still played with the Winston and gone with him. Because you can see it, right? Like, you haven't really done much. You haven't really impacted this game since the beginning, and we're almost down to half our time now. You've been healing. Sure, you got like one okay anti, and you did a tiny bit of damage if we look at your stats here, right? You know, good heals, but you know, nothing is really happening, right? So we need to make something happen. And now, because your Winston feels like they didn't get any help when he dove, which he didn't, he switched to Sigma, which is honestly, yeah, it's a better choice, because if your team's not going to back you up as a Winston, then you have no choice. But now it's going to become this war in the main point of like who can just out brute force the other team. I would highly look for someone to Nano right about now to help you push through this choke point, though. Sigma is okay because he just does a lot of damage already. If you want to pair with the visor when he has it, feel free. Obviously, Widow's not a good choice. So yeah, it's either Sigma or Soldier.
Get in there.
That's fine. He doesn't have visor, but that's fine. The sleep dart, we're rushing it a little too much. I mean, you just kind of looked at an angle. Like, you didn't really like give yourself a second. I always say this to a lot of autumn players. Give yourself literally half a second just to look at your target or targets, and in your mind, say to yourself, who do I want to hit with this sleep dart? It could have been Ram, which would have been fine. It could have been the Ana. It could have been this Illari. And any of the targets would have been fine, honestly. But just have a target in mind. Don't just like, there's a bunch of people in this direction. I'm sending the sleep dart. Hope it hits somebody. That's not a good way to go about sleep dart. Whoops, that's not you. All right. There's multiple Anas. Let's continue. Oh, wow. Good shot from your Widow. You don't have to heal her. Oh, as soon as I say that, she takes damage.
No one can resist my spell.
Okay.
Stand strong.
Thanks.
Looks like you guys will be able to finally push to this choke point because you got their tank. Let's see.
On the objective.
Securing the objective.
Excavation initiation!
Tactical visor activated.
Nice try.
Sighted.
Good kill. Good anti. Good sleep dart. Just run away. Just run away. Yep. Okay, good.
Go down.
60 seconds.
Ooh.
Keep fighting.
Little chaotic, but we got it, and that's all that matters.
Objective A.
Okay.
Escort the payload.
Stand up straight.
I'll try to repay the favor.
Nano boost almost ready.
I was critiquing this Widow. I'd be asking them why they're on the ground so much. They have a lot of ground threats on their team, like Ram and Venture. But if this Widow, like, I know I'm not here to critique this Widow, but just real quick, just for snipers in general, because you're a sniper too. If you get on the high ground, what can Ram do to you? I guess left click, but that's not, devastating. Would you rather take a left click from this Ram or a punch to the face when he's in Nemesis form, right? You'd rather take his little rock stick thingy than punches to the face. Same with Venture. She has to like actually use a drill dash to get up to you, and she won't have it when she's fighting you. But your soldier here has the right idea. Nice shot on the soldier.
Make yourself useful.
Don't be afraid to be more aggressive after that. You got a kill. Your team is fine. You didn't have to run back like this, or you could, like, I'm not saying push forward either, like hold W into their team. I'm just saying you could have just held this corner and just kept shooting at the Ram, or if you even wanted to go over here and go with your soldier. Like, it's okay for you to flank as Ana, like the way the soldier is doing, because again, that's why you have two supports. You guys don't always have to be so close together. You could have this Lifeweaver do his job, and just trust him a little bit to just keep your Sigma and your Widow alive. They should be fine. They also have the cart, also passively heals, and you could also go on the flank with this soldier if you wanted to get more damage. Because I see you landing some shots.
My barrier is gone.
This works too.
No one can resist my spell.
Keep fighting.
Also works too.
I haven't lost my touch.
Alright. General rule of thumb, if you see one other person on the cart, then you don't need to be on it. Now, if everyone just left the cart, okay, I'd be like, okay, fine, you get on the cart. But I would suggest you to go in here, go upstairs, take some high ground. Just along with the Widow. You can do it much easier than you because of the whole grapple hook thing, but that's okay. We can just walk to a better spot. Again, they have a lot of ground level threats, and we do not want to be on the ground with them. Well, I guess that Venture just swapped.
Stand up straight.
They have an on run now. Oh, a little bit of a risky, a little bit carelessness from you there. No cover usage when we were up here. That's also why I suggest just splitting away from your support on the high ground, because some of your teammates will always try to flank and go for a different position, and that is the correct play. In most cases, that is the correct play. But that doesn't mean they can do it on their own, and they could definitely use the help of one support. I'm not saying both of y'all gotta go, but if this Lifeweaver ain't going, then it should be you that should be going with the person that's flanking, in my opinion. You can nano somebody here. Unfortunate. Like, I saw you were trying to just ante the front line, and at that time, the soldier just happened to peek and saw you. So, it was a quick death. Unfortunate timing there. But yeah. If I see an Ana with nano, and you also have that extra 25% bar from her new passive, that means we gotta nano someone sooner. Like, we should not be holding on to it for this long.
Nano boost is ready. Get in there.
And you understand this. But yeah, Orisa's a good target. That's fine.
No one can resist my spell.
Fine. At this point, no more heal botting. Find someone to shoot. Everybody's fine.
I've got you in my sights. Talk to your butt.
That was a predictive sleep dart. You were expecting someone to jump out in the open, like the soldier that just ulted. But that's not how we want to do sleep darts. We want to make sure we have a target that we can actually see and then try to aim at them. But predictive sleep darts, they're cool when they happen. Don't get me wrong. If you have one of those like you were predictable and I got you before you even showed up kind of sleep darts, awesome. But that's not always like the best way to go about it. Okay, we're taking high ground. This is good. You hear the on run. Also good. At least you're aware of her and you don't chase her. That's the good thing I'm noticing here is like a lot of people, well, it's about to be in your face in just a second here. But yeah, a lot of people when they hear stuff like that, they'll chase it and it's like, no, that's not the right idea. It's like just be aware of it, but don't chase. That's fine. You guys got the point. That's all that matters. Yes. Dang, there you go. Nice, that's the crit perk. Okay. I would be critiquing your tank to be pushing up and taking space right now, but because I'm not, you can go ahead and go forward and take some space if your tank doesn't want to. You guys are fine. Like, you can just be up here. You can also be helping shoot this soldier. Peek over here a little bit. Maybe you get that Kiriko or at least scare her into using teleport or Suzu. But yeah, you can push forward, be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit. Keyword, a little bit. I'm not saying hold W full send it, but just a tiny bit more aggressiveness. Maybe y'all secure that kill on that soldier that was pushing forward on your team. Even if you don't kill him, maybe you force out Suzu, you force out teleport, etc., etc. But we want to be active. We want to be active with our Ana. This is fine. Your Widow takes a lot of damage, and it's because of her poor positioning. Again, I know I'm not here to critique Widow, but she needs to be playing a little bit far back or at least up high or something, man. Like I look at her and she's critical all the time. Anyway. Good nano. Try to land that sleep. Yep. Fine. All right, I was getting a phone call out of nowhere. Anyways. All right, let's go to the next fight.
No one can resist my spell.
Meet your fate.
Good.
Help me.
Your Orisa is fine, plus she just fortified. Again, find an opportunity right now to be more aggressive rather than just heal bot. So you could have gone this way, looked to see if we can find anyone. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna push forward a little bit. Like, you're fine, and this is totally safe, but honestly, it's almost too safe. Kind of weird to say, right? But yeah, we're not really doing much here. And we could be getting a better angle and maybe do a little bit more damage. Like, everyone's fine. Good shot. Yeah, aim has not been a problem for you.
Don't fret. I see you.
Well, aiming with this gun is what I should say. A little bit of the sleep dart usage needs to be practiced with, but this is fine. Yeah, there we go again with the sleep dart. I know it's hard to say, oh, take that half second to aim when it's a soldier in visor, right, looking right at you and you took a bunch of damage. But we missed the sleep dart anyways, so it ends up being... I don't know if you lived through this. You do have your anti-nade if you want to live. That's a play. I thought you definitely would heal yourself with it, but hey, you could also anti the soldier. That works too. I'll take it.
Tactical visor activated. Enemy turret.
That's not on you. That's your soldier going in way too early. But it's also overtime, so I didn't even realize we were short on time there. Yeah, good shot. See, your shots with Ana are not the issue. Okay, We're gonna go to your defense now. My only really big critiques for you so far is that we are heal botting just a little too much. Like, I understand you're gonna be like, dude, every time I look away from my team, though, they're critical. Why are they always critical? Because you're taking a lot of damage. Why are they taking a lot of damage? There's not a lot of pressure coming out from you guys. So if we look at your stats, honestly, your stats are fine. But because you had a Life Weaver, who's not, honestly, Life Weavers are mostly heal bots, so you got to take it upon yourself to do a little bit more damage. I would say the Iliari's stats are probably a bit more ideal. You see how she has 4,300 damage to your 31? That's what I mean by just a little bit more damage from coming out from you. And this game turns out, honestly, a bit differently than how it did. Maybe you guys get that last point. Who knows? But anywho. This is fine.
Salt for your wounds.
Of all the targets to anti, Orisa is probably not the best one because she can just fortify through it. So keep that in mind when you're looking for someone to anti. Try to go for backline or save it for yourself if you get Dove. You don't know that they don't have a Genji. I don't think you saw him. But yeah, if this dude decides to dive you, you might want to save your anti-nade for it. You do now, you know. There you go. Yeah, see, we would love to have anti right about now, but hey, you got rocked by the Sigma, so you guys are fine. Fine. Like, this is already fine. I think you're overhealing just like a little too much here. As soon as they're not crit and they're like 70-80% health, you're good to immediately go back and start putting out pressure again. Like, you're fine. This is fine. The Vap will heal himself with the passive regen, if anything, and he'll live. And he's not getting shot at currently. That's a good anti. This is what we want to see. This is a fantastic anti. I just hope your team can capitalize on it. We'll see.
Scratch, you'll be fine. Taking damage.
Uh-oh. Nice. I'm gonna assume this was like a panic sleep, but you knew she was javelin spinning.
I'm here. Keep fighting. We have enemies on the point. Lock it down.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna get that.
Still in.
I appreciate you trying to save the Widow, but she's not gonna win that fight with a fortified Orisa in her face. Look out for yourself a little bit more because that Orisa was shooting at you and you're still trying to kill the Widow, and then yeah, we got javelin to the face there. All right, not a good first defense, but honestly, not really on you because you had a great anti, and I think your team did capitalize on it, but they were also getting pushed really hard, and then it just didn't work out on your favor, and that's just what happens sometimes. We got Nano. We can Nano Cass. We can Nano Sigma.
You're powered up. Get in there.
That's fine. Absolutely fine. Try to help him out though with a good anti, or even just sleep darting somebody here. And you might be saying, "Well, I can't really see anyone from this angle." Exactly. Push up. Just a slight adjustment to your positioning here. Use this cover. And we could help our Sigma because right now you did nano him, which was great, but like he's not getting any other help. I guess Cass is kind of helping, but an anti would have been huge.
I need to reload.
That's okay. Hey.
The enemy outnumbers us. Just a minute.
Nice try.
Help me.
There you go. You know what? That's fine. You got the Genji, and you went out guns blazing, and we'll take that. Oh, your tank needs to. Oh, you guys are gonna touch. Unfortunate.
No recovery.
Let them up.
Hey, let's move on to hopefully. Hopefully you guys are able to hold this, but it's not looking good. They've been snowballing you guys pretty hard here.
Come here.
Yep, this is the right idea. I like this. Finally, we're taking some high ground.
Biotic healing ready.
I just wish we did this more often. I mean, you did this on the first point, to be fair. But the second point, we went back to the ground again, and you noticed how hard it was to really do much. And then they just snowballed and out-pressured you guys.
I'll keep you up.
Fine.
Well, that must sting.
Another good nade. We got the backline again. This is great. Ouch. So these nades you are getting on their backline have been great. However, we still need to be mindful that there is a Genji, and at any point if he dives us, it's a good idea to save either the nade or the sleep dart. If you're not confident that you're gonna hit the sleep dart consistently on a Genji diving you, save the nade. That's what I would do, honestly. I'm not confident hitting that sleep dart either. So that we can not die here. But your team does get 2 kills in retaliation, so we'll see how this plays out. Hopefully you guys are able to hold. Yeah, it looks like you guys are able to stabilize a little bit here. And you have Nano again.
Bad guys, heads up.
Stand strong.
Payload's moving. Someone stop that thing.
I like it.
You're powered up. Get in there. أنا ما حدش يقدر عليا. Need to reload.
What?
That's unfortunate, just seeing that happen right in front of you. Like, you, you had to reload, man. That just... But hey, your nanoed cast gets 2. Or I think that was post nano. I don't know.
Enemy turret ahead.
Healing you.
It heals.
Roger flash.
I haven't lost my touch.
Biotic healing ready for you.
No backing down.
Ouch. Someone ate javelin.
Stand strong.
Little too much focusing on heal botting again. A little too much. Like, everyone is fine. There is no critical HP. There is a fight happening, but no one's getting really like heavily pushed right now. It's just, this is kind of like the poking stage of the fight. People are shooting at each other, but no one's like really in dire need of help. So this is where you need to be putting some pressure out yourself. And this is what, yeah, exactly. Oh, if you got that honor, that would have been huge. That's okay though.
I won't let you fall.
Uh-oh.
I've got you in my sights.
Good usage of cover from you there.
Pulling away. Come on. Enemy turret ahead.
Fine.
Thank you.
My ultimate is
I wouldn't be opposed if you wanted to take a little bit more of a forward position, like even just here, just so you can see a little bit more. Because you're like, yeah, you have this sideline, but it's not giving you that much value. You almost got an Ana once, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That's just being greedy. Like, you knew they were shooting at you, but you kept peeking the same thing over and over. That's a mistake on your part there. Anyways, we have Nano coming up right about now, so we can make something
You're
happen.
powered up. Get in there.
Payload move any
I don't know if that's on purpose, like you really like nanoing this cast, or you know he had high noon maybe, but I wouldn't be opposed if you wanted to nano the soldier or the Sigma.
Buckle up.
Nice. I mean, you guys are holding. This is good.
Here. Keep
And you guys
fighting.
still have high noon. Looking good, but they do have Blade. You don't know this, but you should be aware of the ultimates that have or haven't been used yet. Like, have you seen Genji Blade in a while? Nah. So we need to be wary of that. Okay, good shots on the Orisa. I like this position.
60 seconds.
Got you.
But do remember, if you do decide to play forward like this, again, while your nades have been good, remember that Genji can dive you, and if we don't have nade, we better land this sleep dart. He also has blade coming up. So, yeah, I understand why we're backing up here. Here comes the nano blade. This is gonna be hard, but yeah, we need to land that sleep dart. Otherwise, we're in big trouble here.
Be careful.
Unfortunate. That's gonna be a dead team. I think maybe you guys can recontest, but it's looking pretty close here.
The payload is approached 30
Let's
seconds.
see.
You.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, the nano, like, obviously it's not all on you for not landing the sleep dart on the nano bladed Genji, of course, but also positioning wise. You guys were all grouped up like right here, so it was easy pickings. You, Cass, and I think Soldier was also like right here. Let's look at your stats though before we do a final summary. 20 and 9, 6k damage, and 14k heals. This is good, honestly, but like I said, I would like your stats to be more in line with this Iliari's stats. 8k damage with 16k heals. I guess the pylon really got some value this game. So my biggest critique for you would just be to be more aggressive with Ana. There was a lot of times where I'm just watching you heal bot, especially teammates that are like 80, 90% HP and you're still trying to heal them. They're fine. They're absolutely fine. They're not gonna be fine because there's enough pressure coming out from your team, and that pressure isn't coming out if you're heal botting so much. So a little less focus on the heals, just like a tiny bit. It's just like a minor adjustment. I'm not saying like completely ignore them, but when you see a teammate is critical, just like 1 or 2 shots from Ana at most, and then go immediately back to thinking, who can I hit? Who can I hit with my gun right now? Like, who can I damage? You even took the aggressive perk, right? You take the one where you get crit damage if you land headshots. That is your go-to. I mean, you're taking that because you want to be more aggressive, right? I need to see more aggression coming out of you if you're going to take that perk. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you to pick the other balancing nade perk as your major, because we're not doing enough with the headshots. And then you already pointed this out yourself about the sleep dart usage. If you want to practice your sleep darts, there are plenty of workshop codes you can use. A lot of people recommend VAXTA. It's just a workshop level map. That's just a code, the VAXTA. You just put that in the workshop code, and it's just like a bunch of bots moving around, and you just practice landing sleep darts. You can also use ZHTD8. I'll have these workshop codes in the description of the video if you want to use them. Or honestly, hop into deathmatch, hop into quick play, and have the mindset of like, just play on it normally as you would, but you need to have like a bigger focus on, hey, I have sleep dart available. I'm going to pick a target and I'm going to, focus on aiming and landing as many sleep darts as I can in this game. Obviously, there will never be a game where an Ana lands 100% of her sleep darts. If she does, she's amazing, but it's not, is it going to happen? Not likely. There's always a lot happening and things could, go wrong and chaos and all this stuff. But as long as you're trying to be more deliberate with your sleep darts, you will find better success with it. I do notice a little bit of a panicky sleep dart or just sending it in a general direction sleep dart when we need to be a little bit more careful with how we're shooting it in the first place. Other than that, though, your aim is good. with your gun. I mean, your nades are good, but you need to remember if they do have a heavy dive comp, which they didn't. It's not a heavy dive, but if they have somebody that can contest you and dive you, you need to think about, should I use the nade offensively or save it for myself so I'm not dying? Like when we were over here, right? And the Genji dove you and we didn't have nade because we threw it. So it's one of those things we need to be a little bit more mindful of in the future. But other than that, I can see how you got into diamond with your aim. Positioning wise, again, like I said at the beginning, don't be afraid to take that flanking position or push with somebody, like how your Winston at the very beginning went off on his own and he didn't get any help. That's why he went back to Sigma. Or, you know, your soldier also taking high ground didn't get really much help either. So things like that. Just try to be mindful. You don't have to always stack with the other support. You know, it's okay to split the heals amongst the team, so to speak. And yeah, other than that, I think that's gonna wrap it up for me here. Good luck on your future games. I hope this was helpful for you. If anyone else is watching this video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. If you have additional tips and tricks and advice for Ana, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. That's it for me, though. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next replay.